Go.
Hi, I'm Karen Smizik with Home a la Mode, and the girls decided after all the shows we need to do a tutorial for you. So I'm going to do a simple, quick tutorial of using the grid and how it works. We've cut out here the panel of the prayer shawl. It's charm pack friendly. We've taken one charm pack, we've divided it into the colors, and this is Le Boutique from French General. So we're going to use those, we've broken them into colors, and we're going to get ready to lay them out. We start with the colors, and you've got them out into your piles, and you've got your words separated. So what I'm going to do to make it quick, you're just going to find your lines, and you're going to start putting your blocks on your lines. These are 1-inch grid, so all you're going to do is basically go light, dark, using the different colors. So I've just put the red, I'm putting the blue, and I'm not overlapping. All I'm doing is kind of scratching it into place, but butting them up to each other. So if I decided I wanted to put a panel here, then you just put that into place. It's the same size as the rest. I like to frame it first with the colors. So I'm going to leave that for the second row. So I'm just going to go ahead and put my colors, and I'm just basically grabbing from each color wave, keeping them on the line. And I'm just going to go back and forth with pulling colors. I'm going to go across 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I may go 7 on the top row just for this purpose. You can go as wide as you want, but I'm just going to start pulling colors. So let me go a few more here. And then I'm going to do another row, but I'm going to have Jill shut down for a minute so I can iron. Now, my next step here is I'm going to iron these down in place. So I've got a hot iron. I'm just going to touch press it. Touch press, and I made sure that my grid side for the adhesive was facing up and not down, otherwise you would end up pressing it onto your ironing board, which you don't want to do. And I do always put down a piece of batting onto the ironing board so that I can see all my lines from my grid. So now I've got that top one pressed, it's in place, it's not going anywhere. I'm going to raise this up. I'm going to go for my next row. Now, I decided I want to put like 3 on this row. So I'm just taking 3 of my panels that I've cut, and I'm putting them every other. Move my piece down here. So now all I'm going to do here, I've got them butted up to them. I'm just going to pull some colors, and I'm going to put this one here. I'm just going to kind of put them in different places. So actually, I think I'll put that one here. You can play back and forth, even if you press them down. See, that was blue. I don't want that one there, so I'm going to switch that, and I'll put more of a red one there. So even though I've got 2 reds here, not a problem. Don't get too anal with it. I'm pretty anal, so let's just put them into place, touching them together, because once you get them touched into place, then you're going to press them. So I try not to, for example, these 2 are the same print. I don't want those 2 prints together, so I'm going to lay this piece here. I've got 2 rows now in place. I'm okay with what I have. If I wanted to change something, now would be the time. Otherwise, you know what? I don't have a yellow here. Let me switch this piece out. It's no big deal. Just switch it out. All right, now I'm going to press these into place. Okay, they're just butting up to each other. They're just touching. Even if it's a little bit off, don't get concerned because it's going to go into the stitching. So you're okay. So now I've got 2 rows done, which I usually try to do 2 rows at a time before I push it back.
Okay.
Alright, now I'm on the last row. I've laid out all the different rows with what I had in the 1 charm pack. And these squares, I'm putting the last row into place. As you can see, all the pieces are in there. And I've picked them up and I've moved them to where I want them. If I didn't like it there, I just pulled it back off. Like, for example, if I didn't like this one, I can peel it back up and I can put a different one in its place. You can do that 2 or 3 times, maybe a few more, but you just iron it good at the very end. I'm going to go ahead and put these in place by ironing everything in. Everything is where I think it should be. I'll hold this up here and let you see. This didn't take us very long. I'm guessing, you know, even if you're a little slow with designing, maybe 15-20 minutes to lay your top out if it's only going to be this big. Okay, Now I could go back and press some more, but I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to set my iron down and I'm going to show you what I've done so far. This is my top now. So the top is this large. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 7 across by, I think 8, but one of my pieces I didn't press, so I'm going to press it down. So I want everything pressed in place. So all I have to do is flip and sew. And I'm going to show you that right now. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your piece and you're going to flip over the first row and you're going to put it to your sewing machine and you're going to sew right on the line, okay? You're going to do that with every row. I'm going to show you here how to sew across, but you're just going to flip and sew. Each row is going to be flipped and sewn. So you're ready to flip it, you're ready to sew it, and you're going to do this all the way in one direction. So you're going to sew all these together in one direction. So I go by the edge of my foot, or you can do a 1/4 inch, but edge of foot is the easiest. As long as you sew everything the same, that's all that matters. So I'm just sewing, it lays over where it's supposed to, and you just start sewing. So you're going to sew all these down one direction, and then you're going to come back the opposite. Okay, I just finished sewing all one direction, so the back of it looks like this. Okay, all seams go in one direction. So from the front, I'm probably upside down, which I am. It looks like this, okay, because that's just one seam. Flip, 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 all one direction. And now I'm going to go the opposite way. So I'm just going to take mine, I'm going to hold it, and it's going to fall automatically where they meet. Now's the time where you're ready to twist and sew, and you're going to go the opposite way, but you want to make sure all your seams that you've just sewn lay the same direction. So when you sew, it just flows right on top of it. So now you're going to go the opposite way, and when you hit that seam, just make sure it's all laying in the same direction and just sew over that, and you're going to do that all the way down. Okay. Alright, now I've just finished sewing this last row. So as you can see from the back, I sewed all one direction and now I've gone back and flipped the other way. This is what your top looks like before I pressed it.